The San Antonio Spurs might have found one of the biggest steals of the 2026 NBA Draft. Ja'Kobi Gillespie was selected with the 42nd overall pick, but throughout Summer League, he did not look like a player who should have lasted that long. He looked confident, he looked experienced, he looked comfortable controlling an offense, and most importantly, he looked like a guard who already understands exactly how he can help an NBA team. Gillespie does not need to become the face of the Spurs' backcourt next season. He does not need to dominate the basketball, take 20 shots, or immediately become the team's primary point guard. San Antonio already has established creators and several talented young guards who will command major responsibilities. Gillespie's challenge is different. He must prove that he can enter the game, organize the second unit, knock down open shots, pressure opposing ball handlers, and make intelligent decisions without disrupting the flow of the team. That might not sound like a glamorous role, but it could make him valuable immediately. The Spurs selected Gillespie 42nd overall after he averaged 18.4 points, 5.4 assists, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 steals during his final college season at Tennessee. He also made 103 three-pointers and finished with a 2.36 assist-to-turnover ratio. Those numbers reveal the foundation of his game. He can score, he can shoot, he can create for teammates, he can protect the basketball, and he can generate defensive activity. So what should Spurs fans realistically expect from Ja'Kobi Gillespie next season? And how can a second-round rookie make an immediate contribution on a team with serious expectations? Let's talk about it. His projected role should be reserve point guard. Gillespie's clearest role is as a reserve point guard who can also play off the ball. He should not enter the season with the pressure of running the entire offense every night. Instead, San Antonio should give him a simplified assignment: control the second unit, maintain the pace, get the team into its offense, protect the basketball, and punish defenders when they leave him open. There may be games when Gillespie plays only a few minutes. There may be matchups where his shooting and ball pressure earn him a much larger opportunity. But he should be developed as a legitimate rotation option rather than being treated like a player whose only responsibility is long-term development. Gillespie is already 22 years old and played major college basketball at Maryland and Tennessee. Before his final college season, he had already started all 36 games for a Maryland team that reached the Sweet 16, averaging 14.7 points and 4.8 assists. That experience matters. He has played in structured offenses, he has handled pressure, he has faced physical defenses, and he has been responsible for making decisions late in games. The NBA will obviously be faster and more difficult, but Gillespie should not look overwhelmed by the basic responsibilities of being a point guard. That gives him a chance to contribute earlier than a typical second-round selection. Shooting is his fastest path to minutes. The quickest way for Gillespie to earn regular playing time will be through his three-point shooting. San Antonio does not need every guard on the floor to dominate the basketball. Sometimes the most valuable guard is the one who creates space for everybody else. Gillespie has legitimate shooting range. He can make shots off the catch, he can pull up behind a screen, he can punish defenders who go underneath pick and rolls, and he is comfortable releasing the ball quickly from well beyond the college line. The NBA's official draft evaluation highlighted his deep range, fast release, and high shooting volume, noting that he attempted 14 three-pointers per 100 possessions. The evaluation also described the type of shooting gravity that can affect a defense even when he is not actively scoring. That could be extremely important for the Spurs. When Gillespie plays beside a larger creator, he should not simply stand around waiting for the ball. He needs to relocate, move along the perimeter, slide behind drives, find open windows, and be prepared to shoot immediately. Defenders will try to test him at first. They will help away from him and force him to prove he can consistently make NBA threes. Gillespie cannot hesitate. A smaller guard who passes up open shots becomes difficult to keep on the floor. But a smaller guard who shoots with confidence, stretches the defense, and forces opponents to chase him becomes useful. His job is not to make every shot. His job is to make the defense believe that leaving him open will become a mistake. He can play on or off the ball. Gillespie's ability to function in multiple offensive roles should help him. When he is the primary guard, he can initiate the offense, call for screens, and control the tempo. When another creator is handling the basketball, Gillespie can become a floor spacer and secondary playmaker. That flexibility matters because San Antonio has several players who will need possessions. Gillespie cannot build his entire value around having the basketball in his hands. He must prove he can influence the game without it. Off the ball, he should run defenders through actions. He can come off screens. He can lift from the corner when the ball enters the paint. He can cut behind defenders who turn their heads. And when the defense closes out aggressively, he can attack the second advantage. That means Gillespie doesn't have to beat a set defense every time. Sometimes he will catch the ball after the defense is already rotated. One defender may be running towards him, another may be protecting the basket. That is where Gillespie can use his handle and decision-making. Attack the closeout, take 1 or 2 dribbles, then shoot, finish, or make the next pass. Those quick decisions could allow him to complement San Antonio's primary creators rather than competing with them. He can organize the second unit. Every NBA team needs guards who can settle the game down. Bench lineups can become disorganized quickly. The spacing changes, players have different responsibilities, and possessions can turn into rushed shots if nobody controls the offense. Gillespie can help prevent that. His college assist numbers show that he is comfortable creating for teammates, but his assist-to-turnover ratio may be even more important. San Antonio does not need him hunting difficult passes. It needs him making the correct pass. Deliver the ball on time, recognize the coverage, find the roller, hit the weak side shooter, and avoid giving opponents easy transition opportunities. Summer League offered encouraging examples. Against New York, Gillespie finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals while committing only 1 turnover. Against Utah, he produced 25 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals while making 3 shots from beyond the arc. Those performances showed 2 versions of his game. In one game, he provided balance and efficient decision-making. In another, he became the leading scorer. That is exactly the versatility a reserve guard needs. Some nights, the team will need Gillespie to create offense. Other nights, it will need him to distribute and keep everyone involved. He cannot enter every game believing he must prove himself through scoring. Sometimes the best performance will be 6 points, 4 assists, and 0 turnovers.
His pick-and-roll game can translate. The pick-and-roll should become one of Gillespie's most important weapons. Because of his shooting ability, defenders cannot automatically go underneath every screen. If they do, Gillespie can pull up. If they chase him over the screen, he can turn the corner. If the opposing center steps forward, Gillespie can find the roller or deliver a pass to the weak side. That forces the defense to make decisions. The biggest adjustment will be dealing with NBA length. The passing windows will be smaller, the defenders will recover faster, and opposing big men will make it much harder for a 6'1" guard to finish inside. Gillespie must learn to manipulate the defense before he attacks, use hesitation, change speeds, keep the defender on his back, look toward one side before passing to the other. He cannot depend only on quickness. The best, smaller guards survive through angles, timing, and intelligence. Gillespie showed craft and body control as a college scorer, and the NBA's draft profile specifically highlighted his shifty handle and ability to finish through traffic despite his lack of height. The skill is there. Now he must adjust it to NBA size. He can bring immediate ball pressure. Gillespie's defense could become just as important as his offense. He is undersized, and opponents will attempt to attack that. Larger guards will try to post him up. Teams will involve him in screening actions. Wings will attempt to shoot over him. Gillespie cannot change his height, but he can make every possession uncomfortable. He averaged more than 2 steals per game during his final college season and consistently produced turnovers throughout his career. His official draft evaluation credited his wingspan, quick hands, and full-court intensity for creating an excellent steal rate. That is how he can survive defensively. Pressure the ball, pick up opponents early, fight over screens, use his hands without reaching recklessly, and make opposing guards work simply to initiate the offense. Imagine a reserve ball handler expecting to casually walk the ball across half court. Gillespie should make that player turn his back, change direction, use additional energy, and begin the offensive possession several seconds later than expected. That type of pressure can disrupt an entire second unit. It may not always result in a steal, but it can affect timing. A team that normally begins its action with 18 seconds may not start until 14. Now the offense becomes rushed. That is defensive impact. He must avoid gambling. There is a major difference between creating turnovers and gambling for them. Gillespie must understand that difference. He cannot abandon his assignment every time he believes a pass might be available. NBA players will punish over-aggressive defenders. One failed reach can create a 5-on-4 advantage. One unnecessary gamble can lead to an open corner three. The Spurs need Gillespie's activity, but they also need him to remain disciplined, stay connected, understand the coverage, communicate during switches, and choose the correct moments to attack the basketball. His hands should be disruptive without becoming reckless. If he proves he can pressure the ball while remaining within the defensive structure, his lack of size will become more manageable. If he constantly takes himself out of possessions, coaches will struggle to trust him. His transition play can change the pace. Gillespie can also help San Antonio by increasing the tempo. When he collects a steal or receives an outlet pass, he should immediately look ahead. The ball moves faster through the air than it does through repeated dribbles. Advance it. Reward the player running the floor. Attack before the defense becomes organized. And when Gillespie keeps the ball, he should understand when to push and when to pull back. Playing fast does not mean playing out of control. Sometimes the best transition decision is attacking the rim. Sometimes it is finding a shooter. Sometimes it is recognizing that nothing is available and setting up the offense. Gillespie's maturity should help him here. The Spurs need a reserve guard who can inject speed without turning every possession into chaos. That balance could make him a strong change of pace option. He must learn how to finish against size. Gillespie's biggest offensive challenge may come around the basket. He was able to score in traffic in college, but NBA rim protectors are larger, longer, and more athletic. Shots that appeared open in college may be blocked in the NBA. Gillespie will need counters, floaters, high-arcing finishes, reverse layups, using the rim as protection, stopping in the paint and passing out, and occasionally drawing contact instead of attempting an impossible finish. He cannot attack the basket with only one plan. If he drives directly into a 7-footer every time, the defense will win. His shooting should help create those opportunities. Once defenders begin chasing him over screens, driving lanes will become available. The goal is not for Gillespie to become an elite interior scorer immediately. The goal is for him to become efficient enough that defenders cannot completely run him away from the three-point line.
How many minutes should he play? Gillespie should not be guaranteed a major rotation role simply because he performed well during Summer League. The regular season is a different challenge, but he should receive an honest opportunity. A realistic role could be approximately 10 to 15 minutes on nights when San Antonio needs additional shooting, ball handling, or defensive pressure. Some games could produce larger opportunities. Injuries, matchups, and performance will all affect the rotation. Gillespie may also have nights when he barely plays. That is normal for a rookie guard joining a talented team. His responsibility is to remain prepared. He cannot allow inconsistent minutes to create inconsistent effort. When his opportunity arrives, he must immediately bring pace, organization, and energy. A successful rookie season might look like 6 to 8 points, 2 or 3 assists, and close to 1 steal in limited minutes. But the box score will not tell the entire story. Can the Spurs trust him with the ball? Does the offense remain organized? Does he make open shots? Can he pressure opposing guards? Can he defend without being targeted every possession? Those questions will determine his role. Ja'Kobi Gillespie does not need to become a star next season. He needs to become dependable. His projected role should be that of a reserve point guard, secondary creator, movement shooter, and defensive pest. He can contribute immediately by organizing the second unit, spacing the floor, making quick pick-and-roll reads, protecting the basketball, and increasing the pressure on opposing guards. His size will create challenges. There will be nights when larger players attempt to attack him, there will be moments when the speed of the NBA forces mistakes, and there will be stretches when his shot does not fall. But Gillespie has several qualities that translate: experience, shooting range, ball handling, passing instincts, quick hands, confidence, and the ability to impact both ends without needing to dominate every possession. That combination is why he could become much more than a typical second-round project. If Gillespie shoots consistently, defends with discipline, and makes intelligent decisions, he could earn a legitimate rotation role much sooner than expected. And after watching what he did during Summer League, Spurs fans have every reason to believe he is prepared to compete for that opportunity. So what do you think? Can Ja'Kobi Gillespie earn regular rotation minutes during his rookie season? And will his biggest contribution come as a shooter, playmaker, or defensive disruptor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more San Antonio Spurs content. This is Spurs of the Moment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.